I want to cast a vision. I want to see a God-honoring constitutional republic restored and a God-honoring constitutional state of Washington restored. My motto has always been less tax, less government, and more freedom. It's cliche now, but we don't have a revenue problem. We've got a spending problem. Raising taxes is not the answer. Getting into more debt is not the answer. We've got to quit mortgaging our children's future, and we need to make the cuts we should have made years ago now, today. We need to take that courageous stand. We need to cut programs where you have 5 and 6 levels of bureaucrats in an agency. We need to cut programs where there's fraud, like in welfare or food stamps. We need to cut that spending, and we need to do it now. As many of you know, I've been working on the 10th Amendment for the 3 years I've been in the legislature, because I believe if there's going to be a rebirth of freedom in this country, there also has to be a rebirth of courage. And that means standing up to the federal government when the federal government tries to nationalize health care, tries to nationalize our energy policy, tries to nationalize gun regulation. We need to stand up to the federal government at each and every step where they try to regulate every aspect of our lives. We need to erect those barriers against federal encroachment that Alexander Hamilton talked about. We need to stand up and say that something is unconstitutional as state legislators, just like Thomas Jefferson, just like James Madison envisioned. I have fought for gun rights. I have fought to keep the regulation of guns inside the state of Washington for any firearm that was manufactured and stays in the state of Washington. For everyone that believes in constitutional government, not only are gun rights fundamental, but the founders envisioned that the final check and balance in our system was a well-armed people. I have fought federal government intrusion by introducing legislation to nullify nationalized health care and to nullify a national cap-and-trade system. I have fought for sound money, and particularly the institution or reinstitution of sound money through gold and silver and commodities to back our currency so we are not any longer dependent on paper and fiat printing by the Federal Reserve. I have fought for the right to constitutional government. If Congress doesn't want to put the power they think they have from the Constitution into a bill they're passing, then how do we know it's constitutional? I think it's a right of every American to see that. To regain freedom, we must also have a rebirth in courage. And we need to take this country back by defending freedom locally, and again, by standing up to out-of-control government and government that's encroaching into every area of our life. It can't be one man alone spreading the message of freedom, fighting the battles of freedom. It has to be each and every one of us, each and every day, drawing a line in the sand at the national level, at the state level, at the local level, in our neighborhoods, with our families, with our friends, with our businesses. That's what it's going to take. We have to stay in the fight to win, and I need your help to continue the battle to restore a God-honoring constitutional republic. So why get involved? Why participate? Because we want to see our kids and our grandkids live in peace and prosperity and freedom. I pray each and every day that God would make this generation the greatest one.